Hey, what's up guys, Seal here. Recently I had the opportunity to play in the Street Fighter 6 closed beta test and I'm here to give you my impressions. I played in many betas in the past from Street Fighter 5, Grand Blue, Dragon Ball FighterZ and Strive, and I did not really enjoy any of the closed beta tests. There were many issues like from gameplay to lobby to netcode, and I was expecting Street Fighter 6 to be the same way. But I'm pleasantly surprised that this is not the case here. Overall, I found my experience playing in the beta to be very positive. I think the most important thing you want to hear about is, how's the online? And I'm happy to report that yes, the online is godlike. I played for about 41.7 hours in the beta and I did not experience any major connection issues. I'm living in Singapore and I've played against people from Japan, Indonesia, Philippines and Thailand. In the hub, they have this open world lobby system where you can run around and fight people. Before the match, you can see the country flag of your opponent and the number of connection bars. And during the matches, they show you the number of delay, rollback frames and ping. The rematch in this game is really fast, a vast improvement from Street Fighter 5. That's why you can jump right back into the action really quick. The training mode in this game is incredible. It's probably the best training mode I've seen for any fighting game thus far. One of the reasons why I hated the Street Fighter 5 training mode was that everything felt so slow. In this game, everything is silky smooth and runs very quickly. There's a frame display setting, reversal action, wake up action, whatever you want to do. There's even a save state for when you want to hop back into the setup you're working on, and you can even set up the delay for when you want the move to come out. So yeah, the lobby and training mode for this game is amazing. The only gripe I have of this game so far is the input delay. According to Noodles on Twitter, shoutouts to him, the PC port of SF6 input delay totals at around 5.5 frame, which means that the PS5 version should be expected to be even worse. I hope that Capcom looks to improving the input delay in the future. Hope it happens when launch comes about. Now let's talk about the game itself. I mostly played Juri, Chun-Li and Jamie in the beta test. I like that each of the characters have their own unique win condition. I also like that the game is accessible to newcomers but have enough depth to keep the competitive side going. The game is mostly neutral focus. I know that not many people like this change, but the biggest change that the game made is that lights are now -2 universally across the board, which means that every character in the game will have much weaker offense compared to like Street Fighter 5. This means that you can only frame trap with a light gatling into itself. Some characters will have a +1 on block medium, but it's difficult to maintain pressure after the medium on block. The drive bar, the new meter underneath the health bar, plays an important role into SF6 because everything you do is limited by it. EX moves use drive meter now, drive impact, drive rush and drive parry all use the same meter. If you get counter hit, you lose some drive meter, and supers take away drive meter as well. You have to be constantly thinking about managing this resource, and it's very similar to other enemy fighting games such as Under Knight's grid system. Coming from enemy fighting games, I like this shift in focus on macro heavy meter management. By using drive rush, you can get a dashing normal where it's more plus on block. You can tell that they want to use drive rush for pressure since, as I said, pressure is much weaker in this game. But then again, you're limited by your resources, so you have to think, should you conserve your resources so that you won't get put into burnout if they do land a hit on you, or do you want to get your mix-up ready right now? It's very interesting to think about. Drive rush opens up more opportunities for movement and neutral and in combos. If you run out of drive, you'll be put in a state called burnout where you take increased chip damage and attacks are +2 more frames than they usually are. More importantly, you have no answer to drive impact. Drive impact is all the rage on Twitter right now. You can see many players complaining about this mechanic. It's definitely a scrub killer move, but things might change after a month or two after playing. I feel like it'll take a while before people get used to it, and it's too early to say whether or not it needs to be changed. Drive impact is a 2-hit armor move that leads to a full combo on counter hit. And if you land it in a corner, it becomes unblockable, which you can then follow up for a full combo. Drive impact is effective against normals that can't be special cancelled, and you can use it against projectile zoning. You can use it as a read against opponents who can cancel the normals into a special, and it opens such a whole new big layer which you need to respect. Lastly, I want to talk about drive parry, right? Drive parry is basically a parry from Street Fighter 3 which has a very tight window, only 2 frames. If you land it, you get a fully prorated combo. You can use drive parry defensively against someone who only does meaties. You can also use drive parries on offense to steal your turn. This is important since most of your normals in this game are negative on block. You can also use perfect parry against projectiles that you read in neutral to punish their fireball, but still is a hard read. Initially, I thought that normal drive parry would invalidate zoning, right? Because you can just parry the projectiles to stop the chip damage of the drive. But in practice, it's not really the case. The reason is that when you parry projectiles, you don't really gain drive meter. You just prevent yourself from losing drive meter. When you activate drive parry, you use up the meter and you only gain back the meter after you have parried something. This means that if you're one hit away from going to burnout, when you have only one bar of drive left, you actually can't stop yourself from being chipped into burnout. That makes that the fireball game in SF6 very strong, at least from my initial impressions. That's all for now. Overall, I really enjoyed my time in the beta, and this is the first time where I'm truly excited about a fighting game which I didn't even expect I'll be hyped about. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, please hit the like and subscribe button, and see you guys next time.